So for some reason, these older transmission pans don't have drain plugs. So to drain them, you have to slowly loosen the bolts, lower one side at a time. But inevitably, no matter how slow you go, even if you use a bigger oil pan, tranny fluid goes everywhere. So the drain plug we're going to install is this B&M drain plug kit. It's part number 80250. It's pretty self-explanatory. Bolts to one side, bolts to the other side, seals with a nylon deal, and you plug it up. Simple game, there you go. So this nylon part here goes on the inside along with this nut. Since that's going to stick up, you know, about ½ an inch or so, maybe a little bit less, it's important to find the right spot in the pan to put that so it doesn't interfere with your valve body or anything. So obviously I couldn't put it in this corner here because of this, and I can't put it in the middle because that's where the filter is. I could kind of put it here, but the pan kind of comes down at an angle, so that's pretty close to the edge right there. And the dipstick's right here. I guess over here would be okay, but I'm going to run into the same issue. It comes down here. Back here could be good, but there's this wiring here. I think kind of like right in this position here would be okay. Let's see. Line that up there. That was right there. It's gonna sit right about there. That's perfect. That's the winner right there, right in between these two. Good, calling it good. So I decided kind of right in between these two bolts right here is about right. So I'm going to drill it from the inside using a step bit because the step bit actually will deburr itself. And according to the instructions, this is a ½ an inch. So I'm going to kind of sneak up on the ½ inch because you want it to be tight. You don't want any gaps in there, otherwise it will leak. All right, there's our ½ inch hole, and the plug fits in there. It's pretty tight, which is perfect. That's what we want to kind of work it in there. So I'm gonna deburr this, and to do that, I'm gonna use a bigger step drill. You can also use a file, it just has to be smooth. And I'm not gonna put any downforce on it. I'm just going to let it spin on there, and that'll take the top off of it. That's all it takes, deburred. So now we'll clean the pan with some brake cleaner and we'll get it up on there. I'm going to use red Loctite on this because I don't want this bolt coming loose. When I take the drain plug off of there, I need this to stay in its place. And then again, according to the instructions, you don't want to over tighten this. It says a maximum of 25 foot-pounds. So this is a 20mm socket. Just cinch it up. And there you go. We'll let that Loctite kind of dry on there. I'm going to put some Teflon tape on the plug just for some added assurance because I've read some reviews and they say that these things tend to leak. So just to be safe, Teflon tape. And then we'll tighten it with an 11mm wrench, and it's a good idea to put a wrench on the other bolt to keep it from turning. Just make sure you don't over tighten it. Now after driving it for a couple of weeks, making sure between rest periods and whatever to check my tranny fluid to make sure it's all the way full, and now we're at capacity, it's under pressure, it's been heated, it's gone through all of its cycles and everything, it's working the way it normally would. Now we can check it for leaks. And as you can see, there's no leaks under there, so we are good to go. Anyway, I hope you found some tricks and tips in there for installing one of these plugs. If that helped you out, hit the like button. While you're there, hit the subscribe button. Check out the socials, get yourself a t-shirt over here. I'm still running a deal for the rest of 2022, and I'll see you on the next one.